Ah. Okay, so they're both assassinate right now. Whoa. Yeah, this really feels like the end. It's kind of a lame ending sequence, just saying. Hopefully we got a little bit more of a boss fight coming. Because basically what I wanted to do was clear out Acre. Owie! 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 That's what I was worried about. Whoa. Yikes. Whoa. I'm so tired from murdering all your men. Come on. Owie!
Incompetent children! Where did you learn to fight?
In your training yard? Because they're your soldiers, dumbass. Oh, interesting. I can kind of control where I'm going. Like I can control my height.
Ezio, look!
Eh.
You have been a thorn in my side.
Ah! Go, Ezio, I'm fine!
I'm gonna get him. Good morning. Oh, that looks like we're both gonna die. Owie! I mean, this is, like, fine, I guess. Hey, there's the pouch of the things I need.
So what now, Ezio? How does this end?
I am wondering that myself.
Oh! Soldiers! Selim is not your master! You serve the Sultan! You carry out his command alone! Where is he? Where is the Sultan?
He stands before you, brother. Father made his choice.
Selim! Stop! Please!
Okay.
assassin. Ezio Auditore. I am Selim, Suleiman's father. He speaks quite highly of you.
He is a remarkable boy with a magnificent mind.
Were it not for his endorsement, I would have you killed where you stand. Leave this place. Do not return.
You did the right thing, Ezio. This is not your fight.
But where does one end and the next begin?
Yeah. I did think it was funny that he did a sword move with an axe. He was like pointing the blade at him, and it's like, no, that's an axe. It doesn't work like that. You can't poke him. So I guess it's on to Acre next. Hopefully.
Bill, good to see you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look! This is crazy!
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
I forgot about the throw. That's funny. Nope. Doesn't look like we're going to Acre.
Here it comes. What is that? What's going on?
Your brain
This is
going.
the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion. What are you doing? What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves. Don't do this. I'm saving you, idiot. Go! Go!
Wow, this is fucking lame. Thank God we're back with
Write
that,
these
Ezio.
lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Acre now, Sophia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys in our possession, and all the time in the world. Sophia is a seasoned traveler, and a fine companion to have so far from home. Tomorrow we will make our way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altair's library, to fulfill our father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister, for it is late, and we are tired.
I've been
Perhaps
fucking her,
with
so
luck,
she's
the next words
exhausted.
you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
Fun, fun, fun. At least I get what I was wanting. To just come in here and wreck things.
Over here. Such a climb. È così bello qui. This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn Ahad. He built us up and set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before. What is it?
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision
Okay.
to live as an assassin for so long?
He's like, nah. I get to shank dudes. It's awesome.
I do not remember
Oh, we're
making
not
that
wrecking
decision.
house. We're just talking.
This life, it chose me.
At least it gives
3
more depth to
decades,
these characters.
I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice. I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself.
How is it only 5? Is it a puzzle?
The end of the road.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio.
It wasn't hard.
You had better come out of there alive.
It's a library. I should be fine. Okay, so we're agreed that Ezio is like the master assassin of master assassins after Altair, right?
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio. Requiescat in pace, Altair.
One last thing Altair has to teach us, I guess. He's like, no, this is just my Metallica album. I really like it. It's from the future. And it's like Metallica. Is it at least Ride the Lightning?
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
And he's putting them out.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Back when any of those questions actually mattered.
This is my duty, Maria. If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found.
Wait, but I've already had that.
Time is right.
Ezio's already had the apple. Sit a moment and rest. So then, we did all this for literally nothing? So did he just sit here and starve to death, or what happened? Because we got the Apple of Eden at the end of Assassin's Creed 2. Is this another apple? It is.
Another artifact. No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life. Desmond?
He's talking to me?
Oh my gosh.
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening.
He's putting his hidden blades in the vault.
I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes eludes my understanding. Who are we who have been so blessed to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries? Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
Yeah, and then they shanked in the third one because they just, you know, fucking killed him.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world.
Okay.
We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place.
Yeah, that's the vault that we go to in Assassin's Creed 3.
It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
I remember when this was about an assassin living in Constantinople under the Ottoman Empire. Now it's about space. There's a solar flare that's gonna fuck up the Earth. On 12/21/12. But look, they had this crazy advanced society and then they got fucked. With that hair, it was looking like an FMV from the 90s where it's like, wait, they're really trying to one up Square right now. This cutscene doesn't look great, honestly. It kind of looks like it's from the 90s. But somehow the baby survived or something. I don't know.
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild, to renew.
Oh yeah, they basically had the gods and people. I forgot about that.
to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words.
It's outside of your city of Boston.
That is how you will open the way. But be
I
warned,
hear that it is a town
still
of
remains in
beans.
flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me? Son?
I know what we need to do.
How'd you know where to go? But yeah, that's their sequel stinger. Revelations. But there were actual Revelations in this game. So that's really short. Like, I don't know how long I played, but 15 hours? So a whole bunch of it was like side shit that I didn't even attempt. Huh. I did not expect to be done this early. I was expecting it to be like 40 like the other two. But I'm assuming this was like a side project while the main team worked on Assassin's Creed 3. That's why it ties in directly, right? This was to tide over their audience while they worked on a thing, I would assume. Yeah, you know, I think the story was fine. Not like amazing, but it was fine. It's weird seeing the Ottomans as the heroes, but then they're kind of just ambiguous. Like, they're not all amazing. Like, even Salim at the end there, who isn't the best, you know, he doesn't do the right thing, but he helps us in particular. And they're like, so I guess we're leaving now. And he's like, yeah, we're leaving. So, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. We're not playing Assassin's Creed 3. I might play Assassin's Creed 1 next. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Hope you enjoyed it.